die king, I do or die king.
AJ just wants to wrap the hands and get back in before he goes into the serious stuff in 2026. We didn't expect that run out to be against Jake Paul, and certainly not for that amount of money.
Bruh, one thing this is not. This is not bull jive. How? This is 100% real. They have announced it everywhere. Jake Paul versus Anthony AJ Joshua, December 19th in Miami on Netflix. Ah! Hit the Tyson bell. This is not bull jive. It's the real thing. It's so real that the press conference is this Friday, November 21st at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Ah! Now, I'm going to cut right to the mustard. Before I start analyzing any damn thing, I'm going to cut right to this. I already can see it. I can read it. I can hear it already as I speak. You guys saying that Jake Paul is going to pay off Anthony AJ Joshua. Let me stop that bull jive right there. Listen, bro. Jake Paul is a big deal, okay? He's a big deal in boxing in the States. See, Jake Paul is our American boxing representation. Hit the Tyson bell. A lot of guys won't like to hear that. Yeah, I see you guys not liking to hear that. Nothing you can say about it because the numbers talk. Jake Paul is the biggest boxer in America. It is what it is. And because of that, y'all think he's the biggest boxer in the world. He's not. All you need to do is look at Forbes a year ago. Look at the list now. Anthony AJ Joshua is over Jake Paul. Financially, worldwide popularity, Anthony AJ Joshua, when it comes to boxing, he's a bigger deal than Jake Paul. Honestly, there's a few over Jake Paul, but they're all overseas. I think Usyk made more money than Jake Paul. Tyson the Gypsy King Fury made more money than Jake Paul. Saul Canelo Alvarez made more money. Those guys, Jake Paul cannot pay off. All right, another reason why Jake Paul can't pay off Anthony AJ Joshua to take a dive is because Anthony Joshua has plans after this. He's trying to get that fight with Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. Eddie Hearn admitted it, and His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh trying to make that fight the biggest fight in UK history. Finally, Anthony AJ Joshua versus Tyson the Gypsy King Fury 2026.
Excellency, and although we have no contract with him, we're in talks for big fights next year, of course, Tyson Fury being one of them. So we'd definitely give him the respect of making sure that he was aware of the plan and, you know, part of that plan as well. But
with Eddie, we have next year 2 big events here in London. It will be a surprise. We will have Joshua in our country in February. Then there is the big fight, one of the greatest fights in the history of boxing. It will be in London here, maybe in September.
Could it maybe be finally Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, Your Excellency?
I will not give you the answer, but we will have in April here, maybe in Tottenham, big fights. Then in September, we will have me and him surprise for the fans.
Ah! Nobody is going to blow that bag over damn Jake Paul. If Jake Paul knocks out Anthony AJ Joshua, or they allow him to do it in some fake fight that y'all think is always fake, he would not only destroy his brand with Jake, he would destroy future fights, the biggest bag he can have, which would be bigger than his fight with Jake Paul. Him and Tyson the Gypsy King Fury is the biggest UK fight ever. There's no way he'd take a dive and blow that. And like I said, if anybody would be paying anybody, Anthony AJ Joshua makes more than Jake Paul. So because Jake Paul is the U.S. representation of boxing, doesn't mean he represents boxing globally. All right, I just want to shut that shit down. And a lot of you are upset about that. Right? Jake Paul, he doesn't represent the States. Who's bigger in the... That's why y'all think Jake Paul control boxing. That's why y'all think he can pay everybody off, because he makes more money than everybody. He's the most popular boxer in the States. It is what it is. Now, listen, talking about Jake Paul, like I said, I have no criticism of Jake Paul. the guy is absolutely out his damn mind for taking this fight.
You know, like if Jake Paul was to take the fight with AJ, you'd really have to maybe carry his balls in a wheelbarrow on the ring walk, you know, because AJ wouldn't mess around in there.
This guy actually think not only that he has a chance, that he will beat Anthony Joshua, and it's easy work.
But here's the thing. I want to fight Anthony Joshua exclusive because I know that I will fucking beat Anthony Joshua's ass. I know I will
just got knocked out, right?
Yeah. He doesn't have a chin and he has no skill and he's stiff. And I love you, Anthony. We're friends, all this shit, but I want to fight you. I will beat Canelo. I will beat a lot of fucking people. I will not beat David Benavidez.
It's not even close.
I would get torn up, bro.
Chin's gone.
But he's still Anthony Joshua.
Which is stiff and no rhythm and no skill. Just power.
You're serious about fighting him?
Yeah.
Bruh, this guy is dressed up as Santa Claus bull jiving.
Santa's got one wish for Christmas. What's that? I'm gonna knock Anthony Joshua the fuck out. Are you fucking serious? Anthony Joshua, you're a wussy. I'm gonna come down your chimney, boy, and whoop that ass.
And what does Anthony A.J. Joshua have to say about it? He thinks that Jake Paul is completely out of his damn mind. He did drop a bar, though. He said that he was going to break the internet over Jake Paul's face or some shit like that. Bars! Listen, Anthony A.J. Joshua versus Jake Paul, this isn't much of a breakdown to me. Jake Paul saying that Anthony A.J. Joshua is stiff, quote unquote, pause, that he has a weak chin. And honestly, regardless of what Jake Paul thinks, Jake Paul's chin has never been tested, not like Anthony A.J. Joshua. All right. And like I always say, even if you think Anthony Joshua has a weak chin, it's always chin to punch ratio. Right. I mean, obviously, when you look at the Francis Ngannou and AJ fight, AJ was the puncher there. It was Francis Ngannou chin that couldn't withstand Anthony AJ Joshua. And you can't tell me that Francis Ngannou can't take a punch.
That right hand. He's an incoming Ngannou walked right into it, and you can't do that against Anthony Joshua. He's hurt, badly hurt. He's up. He has the look of defeat on his face, a bewildered look. Let's see if Anthony Joshua can dispose of the MMA champion.
Things are different with Anthony A.J. Joshua. He's one of the hardest punchers in the world today. And listen, if you excluding Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, Anthony A.J. Joshua is the hardest puncher in the world today. Hit the Tyson Bell. Bruh. And Jake Paul, I've yet to see him get hit with a solid shot. And that's mostly because he's not fighting solid boxers. Anthony A.J. Joshua is the most solid. And he will be the first actual active heavyweight that Jake Paul has ever fought, right? AJ, he only fought at heavyweight once, and that's against the 60-year-old Mike Tyson. AJ is different. He's an Olympic gold medalist. He's a two-time heavyweight world champion, unified, reigning world champion, one of the best resumes in the heavyweight division today. This is Anthony AJ Joshua has fought the who's who. Jake Paul, if you compare resumes, it's not even close. I think Jake Paul is not only delusional, I think he's crazy. But that's why I give him all the credit in the world. Let me end this video by saying this, okay? And this is a take that I want you guys to really focus on here. This fight with Anthony A.J. Joshua, if Jake Paul gets his face splattered across Anthony Joshua's glove, as I think he will, that would probably be worth more than any victory Jake Paul has ever had. Jake Paul may get more love. It may be better for his brand. He may actually get more praise by getting his face splattered across the glove of Anthony A.J. Joshua than he has with any victory over washed up UFC fighters and pro boxers you've never heard of and all that shit. Him fighting Anthony A.J. Joshua, just taking this fight here, it's almost impossible to criticize Jake Paul. Now listen, Anthony AJ Joshua is my brother. Love you, boy. MVP. Love you, boy. I will be there in Miami representing the War Room. And I'm telling you, the bag that I'm going to place on an Anthony AJ Joshua knockout is I'm going to put my house on it. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. ShowBizz adult. This is insane. I mean, Jake Paul literally must be insane. I'm out.